I'm here at Outlaws Boxing talking about the win of Ruslan Provodnikov over Mike Alvarado, Brandon Krause. What did you think of the fight?
Fun fight, fun fight for the viewers. They went at it, packed arena, hometown boy, Mike Alvarado. Tried his best, I think, in the first round to show that he was tough enough to hang with Ruslan on the inside, but then opted to box for the next few rounds and looked like he may have something going with the boxing, but the Russian was determined. The Russian kept coming, and where Brandon Rios ran out of gas in their second fight and allowed Alvarado to take over, that never happened with the Russian, and Provodnikov just kept coming on and on and on, and you could see that it was actually Alvarado, the guy that's starting to wither under the pressure. And once Ruslan decided to start digging hard to the body, that was basically the nail in the coffin for Mile High Mike, and a guy that I picked to outbox Provodnikov, but he just couldn't do it. He couldn't take those body shots. He started getting hurt bad with shots to the head after the body kind of broke him down. He had terrible swelling going on in his face. He's getting beat up. He was not taking the shots well at all. I mean, each shot looked to really affect him, and it seemed like it was a matter of time before he got completely stretched on the canvas, but instead he just quits on his stool, and a good win for the Russian.
Was it wear and tear because of the wars that he had before? Was it switching to southpaw during the fight? What do you think it is? A combination?
I think he had an extremely determined guy in front of him, and you know, of course, hindsight is always 20/20. Looking back on the rematch with Brandon Rios, and I'm remembering how well Brandon Rios was doing in rounds 1 through 4, tagging Alvarado, hurting Alvarado with shots where you almost got the sense where, like, Rios could make this turn around the way that the first fight did, but Rios ends up running out of gas in that fight, and Alvarado goes on to box. Remember that Alvarado still ends that fight really worse for wear, terrible shape on his face, showing you how well even and out of shape Brandon Rios did. Well, Provodnikov wasn't about to run out of gas and wasn't about to let anything slip away, and he was just gonna win that fight by knockout, and there wasn't really anything that was gonna stop him, it seemed like. And Provodnikov, or Alvarado's only starting boxing at 20 years of age, I think also showed in this when it was really violent, rough warfare. You could kind of see Alvarado's lack of experience. When he would try to clinch and hold Provodnikov, he was really just leaving himself more vulnerable for vicious body shots, and he was
What are you supposed to do in that situation?
Well, you got to learn how to clinch a guy without getting hit. And instead, Alvarado was kind of reaching for him, and Provodnikov was making him pay for the act of trying to clinch with him. You know, there's a proper way to clinch a guy, as in anything in boxing. But anyways, I think kind of Alvarado's lack of lifetime boxing experience, the will of Ruslan Provodnikov, maybe the pressure of fighting at home, whatever, all these factors led to a great performance by the Russian.
Who's next for the Russian? Who do you want to see him fight next?
You know, he lets you know that 140 isn't dead, and he also lets you know that all the good 140s haven't gone up to welterweight yet. Now we have the clash of HBO and Showtime, where a lot of the different junior welterweights seem to be, so that takes away a lot of good matchups. But Provodnikov deserves to defend that title against somebody that's going to make him a lot of money. How about that?
How about Danny Garcia or Ruslan? Who do you like in that one if they fight?
I think Danny Garcia is too refined for Provodnikov. I would love to see it, but I think Danny Garcia totally wins that fight.
Why? Boxing skills?
He can box. He won't run out of gas. He's got a chin like Anvil, and he's just too classy to lose to a guy like Provodnikov.
Reporting.com and Belly Stick back reporting.